should read Suspended Heart by Heather Fowler. They are highly imaginative stories. When I read short story collections, I usually like a couple of them if I'm lucky. I liked every single one of them. What you can learn as a writer, there really are no limits to your imagination. First lines, they should be varied, especially when you're reading a collection and you have one story after the other. You don't want them to blend into each other, and there are definitely elements that combines, like the final 3 stories have that mysterious suspense and really dark twisty at the end. That's something they have in common, but they're each distinct things. Usually when I read short stories, sometimes I'll figure out, well, they have pretty similar stories, so I'll just read one story and come back and read the other ones. Or if they're so varied, I can just go ahead and whip right through them instead of having to wait in between. This I would categorize as a great book. Ones that I will remember and stories that will stick with you. In fact, I was thinking of The Time Broker the other day when, oh yeah, I remember that story where blah 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 happens. And so that's really useful when you write a short story. I was like, well, I want to use something similar. You really want to watch out for the stories that strike you as a writer after you've read them and kind of keep a list. That's a story I think is awesome, and I will have no problem rereading it. Examples of first lines. Suspended Heart. The suspended heart became an oracle of sorts. And then the story following is Bloom in Any Season. Deal was the lover I took up with time and again. Catbird Love Song. Megan took a job as a greeting card writer when the going got miserable after her last boyfriend left, and she bought a bird 3 years ago when all waitressing attempts had failed, when her customer service efforts were bleak, and when, though she had never considered herself an expert at deciding upon filthy expressions of love or romance, especially after the nasty breakup that ground her heart in a blender with Tabasco, it turned out such expertise was not necessary to be love sentiment specialist. So check out Suspended Heart.